The journey of managing joint pain in older adults. When medications unintentionally worsen the condition. For millions of older adults living with arthritis, coping with daily pain is a formidable challenge. Morning stiffness, swollen joints, or aching discomfort after a short walk or a few minutes of gardening isn't just frustrating, it wears down both body and spirit. Many have tried to do everything right, taking prescribed medications, practicing gentle exercises, even tweaking their diets to curb inflammation. But what happens when, despite their best efforts, something meant to help is quietly making their arthritis worse? This is a story about common yet often overlooked drug interactions that can intensify arthritis symptoms, paired with practical lessons to help older adults reclaim comfort and vitality. Phase 1: When familiar pills silently cause trouble. For countless older adults with arthritis, each day is a battle to manage pain. Stiff joints in the morning, flare-ups of swelling, or nagging aches after light activities like a short stroll or tending to a garden don't just cause physical discomfort, they drain emotional energy. Many have done their best to follow the right path, sticking to prescribed medications, engaging in low-impact exercises tailored to their health, and adopting anti-inflammatory diets. Yet sometimes a factor that seems helpful is quietly worsening their arthritis. That factor is drug interactions, a common but frequently ignored culprit. No pill or supplement works in isolation within the body. For older adults who often take multiple medications, prescriptions for chronic conditions like high blood pressure or cholesterol, over-the-counter pain relievers, or even vitamins, the risk of unintended interactions is high. These interactions can silently increase inflammation, worsen joint stiffness, or trigger more swelling. Even more concerning, medications used to treat other conditions such as blood pressure regulators, cholesterol-lowering drugs, or acid reflux remedies can inadvertently interfere with arthritis treatments or spark new flare-ups. Picture a typical older adult. They might be taking a cholesterol-lowering drug, a statin to protect their heart, an anti-inflammatory pain reliever like ibuprofen for their joints, and a daily antacid to manage heartburn. Each medication serves a purpose, and at first glance they seem like sensible choices. But they may not realize this combination can disrupt their body's balance, making joint pain harder to control. These interactions are often subtle because they involve familiar medications or supplements, even those marketed as safe or natural. Understanding how drugs interact is not just key to better pain relief, it's the first step toward safeguarding joint health and overall well-being on the path to a healthier life. Phase 2: 6 common drug interactions to watch for. Now that we know medications can quietly harm joints, the next step is identifying the problem pairs of drugs that can worsen arthritis symptoms. These interactions often involve everyday medications, from prescriptions to supplements, that many older adults use routinely. Below are 6 common drug interactions, how they affect joints, and real-world lessons to help protect your health. 1. NSAIDs and blood pressure medications. A hidden conflict that fuels inflammation. One of the most common interactions occurs between non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. NSAIDs like ibuprofen or naproxen, and blood pressure medications. Particularly ACE inhibitors like lisinopril or diuretics. For older adults managing both arthritis and high blood pressure, this pairing can increase swelling, strain the kidneys and heart, and worsen inflammation. NSAIDs relieve pain by blocking prostaglandins, chemicals that cause swelling and sensitivity in joints. But when combined with blood pressure drugs, they can reduce the drug's effectiveness, leading to fluid retention, swollen joints, and even elevated blood pressure. Consider an older adult who regularly takes ibuprofen for joint pain while also using a diuretic and an ACE inhibitor. Initially, they notice no issues, but over time their ankles swell and they feel a persistent ache in their lower back. Their doctor discovers reduced kidney function due to this combination. After switching to natural anti-inflammatory methods like turmeric supplements, gentle stretching, and using NSAIDs only when absolutely necessary, under medical supervision, the swelling subsides and their blood pressure stabilizes. They learn that a seemingly harmless habit can have consequences if left unchecked. 2. Corticosteroids and antacids. Silent threats to bones and joints. Corticosteroids like prednisone are a lifeline during severe arthritis flare-ups, quickly reducing swelling and pain. But when paired with antacids or acid blockers like omeprazole or ranitidine, they can quietly weaken bones and joints. Corticosteroids hinder the body's ability to absorb calcium and vitamin D, both critical for bone health. Antacids further reduce absorption of these nutrients, making bones brittle, causing tiny stress fractures and worsening arthritis symptoms over time. One person used prednisone for arthritis and an antacid for acid reflux. At first, everything seemed fine, but they later felt fatigued, experienced spinal pain, and noticed their posture worsening. Tests revealed calcium and vitamin D deficiencies and early signs of osteoporosis. Their doctor switched their reflux medication, recommended vitamin D through diet and sunlight, and suggested weight-bearing exercises. Gradually, their health improved. This story underscores that short-term symptom relief must be balanced with long-term bone health. 3. Statins and muscle pain. When cholesterol drugs mimic arthritis. Statins like atorvastatin or simvastatin are widely used to lower cholesterol and protect heart health, but they can cause muscle pain, fatigue, and joint stiffness symptoms easily mistaken for arthritis or aging. Statins deplete coenzyme Q10, a nutrient essential for muscle function. When combined with certain drugs like antibiotics, antifungals, or even grapefruit juice, statin levels in the blood can spike, intensifying these symptoms. One person on statins for years started an antifungal medication and suddenly experienced leg stiffness, muscle fatigue, and balance issues. They assumed their arthritis was worsening, but their doctor identified a drug interaction as the cause. After pausing the statin-switching antifungals and adding a CoQ10 supplement, the symptoms faded. This highlights the importance of pinpointing whether pain stems from joints or muscles for effective treatment. 4. Diuretics and gout. Unexpected arthritis from water pills. Diuretics like thiazides or loop diuretics lower blood pressure by flushing out excess fluid, but they can also raise uric acid levels, triggering gout, a painful form of arthritis caused by uric acid crystals building up in joints like the big toe, ankles, or knees. Gout is often mistaken for other arthritis types, leaving many unaware of the true cause. One person on a diuretic suddenly felt intense foot pain with redness and swelling. They thought it was an injury, but their doctor diagnosed gout caused by elevated uric acid from the medication. After switching blood pressure drugs, cutting back on pure-rich foods like red meat and seafood, and taking uric acid-lowering medication, they had no further gout attacks. The lesson: check uric acid levels if sudden severe joint pain arises, especially while on diuretics. 5. Antidepressants and sleep aids. When drugs mask inflammation signals, arthritis doesn't just affect joints, it can disrupt sleep, cause anxiety, or lead to mild depression. As a result, many older adults use antidepressants like SSRIs or sleep aids like zolpidem, but these drugs can cause muscle stiffness, joint pain, or dull the body's ability to signal inflammation, delaying proper treatment. They may also affect how the liver processes arthritis medications, reducing their effectiveness. One person took an antidepressant to improve sleep, but later noticed stiff shoulders and knees, with pain relievers becoming less effective. After lowering the dose, adopting meditation using a weighted blanket, and trying melatonin, they became more attuned to their body's signals and managed their arthritis better. This shows the need to balance mental and physical health without missing critical warning signs. 6. herbal supplements and prescription drugs. Natural doesn't always mean safe. Many older adults use herbal supplements like turmeric, ginseng, garlic, or fish oil to naturally reduce inflammation. But these can alter how the liver processes arthritis medications, making them less effective or causing side effects like stomach pain or dizziness. Some herbs also thin the blood, raising bleeding risks when combined with NSAIDs or corticosteroids. One person added turmeric and garlic to support their arthritis, but soon felt fatigued, dizzy, and had digestive issues. Tests showed elevated liver enzymes and unstable arthritis drug levels. After stopping the herbs and monitoring closely, their health improved. The takeaway: always consult a doctor before adding supplements as natural doesn't mean harmless. Phase 3. Taking action to protect joint health and regain comfort. Understanding that drug interactions can quietly worsen arthritis symptoms is a major step forward, but action is what truly matters. These interactions aren't meant to scare you or deter you from medications. They're a reminder that every pill, whether prescribed over the counter or a supplement, can impact your body in unexpected ways. For older adults, managing arthritis isn't just about easing today's pain, it's about preserving mobility, strength, and quality of life for years to come. Here are practical steps to take control and safeguard your joint health. 1. Speak up to your doctor or pharmacist. Don't hold back. One of the best ways to avoid drug interactions is to share your full medication list with your doctor or pharmacist. Include prescriptions, over-the-counter drugs, vitamins, and even herbal supplements or teas. Don't assume a painkiller from the drugstore or a bottle of turmeric is no big deal. Every item matters. Ask your doctor to review whether these medications work well together or if any could harm your joints. A quick conversation can catch issues early and lead to adjustments that bring relief and peace of mind. 2. Listen to your body. Small signals can be big clues. Your body is always communicating, and with arthritis, subtle changes can hint at bigger problems. If you notice stiffer joints, lingering fatigue, or pain in unusual places, don't dismiss it as just aging or worsening arthritis. These could stem from drug interactions. For example, swollen ankles might signal NSAIDs clashing with blood pressure drugs, or unusual muscle pain could point to statins. Keep a journal of these changes and share them with your doctor. Tuning into your body not only helps spot issues early, but also prevents joint damage from escalating. 3. Small adjustments. Big impact flexibility is key. The good news: many drug interaction issues can be resolved with minor tweaks. Sometimes adjusting a dose, switching to a different drug in the same class, or spacing out when you take medications can make a difference. For instance, you might cut back on NSAIDs and add non-drug approaches like stretching or warm compresses. If a supplement causes issues, your doctor might suggest a safer dose or a nutrient-rich food instead. These changes not only ease joint pain, but also boost overall health from your heart to your bones. 4. Team up with your healthcare crew. Build a personalized plan. Everyone's body and health needs are unique, so an effective arthritis plan must be tailored to you. Work closely with your doctor, pharmacist, and even a nutritionist to create a roadmap that fits. They can recommend regular tests like kidney function, liver enzymes, or uric acid levels to monitor drug effects. Don't hesitate to ask about non-drug options, such as anti-inflammatory diets, suitable exercises, or ways to improve sleep without relying on pills. This teamwork makes you feel supported and confident in your health journey. 5. Empower yourself with knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially with a chronic condition like arthritis. Understanding that drugs can interact and affect your joints equips you to ask better questions and make informed choices. Read up on your medications, attend health workshops, or connect with others who share your condition to swap insights. Every piece of information you gain is a tool to protect your body, helping you not only reduce pain, but also live healthier and more actively. These steps don't require drastic changes, but they can yield significant results. One person struggling with swollen joints from a drug interaction found relief by simply shifting medication times and adding a short daily walk. Another avoided gout flare-ups by regularly checking uric acid levels. These stories show that with awareness and action, you can manage arthritis more effectively, one step at a time. Conclusion: the power of understanding and action. Living with arthritis can feel like a full-time job for many older adults. The joint pain, morning stiffness, or fatigue after simple tasks tests not just the body, but also the spirit and quality of life. Yet as this journey reveals, what makes things harder isn't always the arthritis itself, it's often the silent drug interactions that undermine pain relief efforts. From common pairings like NSAIDs with blood pressure drugs, to the subtle effects of antidepressants, statins, or even natural herbs, these interactions can quietly worsen symptoms, making them hard to spot until they cause bigger problems. What's striking is that these interactions aren't obvious dangers. They build slowly: a bit more stiffness in the morning, an unusual bout of fatigue, or a new ache in an unfamiliar spot. These small shifts can be overlooked, but over time they add up, derailing pain management plans and leading to avoidable complications. That's why awareness is critical. Knowing that every pill you take, prescription, over-the-counter, or supplement can impact your arthritis empowers you to take charge. This isn't about avoiding medications or living in fear, it's about caring for yourself smarter and more proactively. Managing arthritis is about more than easing today's pain. It's about protecting your strength, mobility, and independence so you can savor life fully for years to come. Every story we've explored, from tweaking blood pressure meds to prevent gout to swapping herbs for safer alternatives, shows that solutions are often straightforward. Sometimes a candid talk with your doctor, a slight dose adjustment, or simply listening to your body more closely can make a world of difference. These small steps don't just reduce pain, they restore confidence, like you're steering your own health journey. So if you're taking multiple medications and noticing unusual joint pain, take action. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist, share everything you're taking from pain pills to vitamins. Listen to your body. Pay attention to even the smallest signals and jot them down for your healthcare team. Ask questions. Explore options from medication. Changes to lifestyle tweaks like anti-inflammatory eating or gentle exercise. Above all, remember you're not alone. This health journey is a shared path where every step you take can inspire and support others. If these stories spark a new realization or ignite a desire for change, share your experience. A conversation, a question, or a small shift could be the start of greater comfort and peace. With understanding and action, you're not just finding ways to ease pain, you're unlocking the strength to protect your health, freedom, and joy every day. Keep moving forward, one steady step at a time, because you deserve a life that's vibrant and fulfilling.